So the girl who is talking right now used to care way too much about people's thoughts on her. Okay, now look at the screen. Oh, it's a black screen. Wait, get really close to the screen. Like super duper close. Uh-huh. Do you see yourself? Do you see your reflections there? Well, yeah, because you are on the list who cared way too much about people's opinions. Duh. Hi, it's just me, your fairy mental therapist, Angel. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Fairy Sentiment, talking about mental health things and giving you advice you didn't ask for. Just kidding. Well, I'm a registered clinical therapist who owns a clinic called Fairy Sentiment in Brooklyn. Anyways, for some reason, a lot of my clients and followers ask me how to ignore what people think of us. So, yeah, I give you what you want. I want this to be presentations that you guys can remember if you're ever feeling crappy about yourself or you're just totally focusing too much on people's opinions. I just kind of want to share my thought process on how to stop giving a poop on what people think so that you guys can get out of people's dictations about your life. Before getting ahead of our lessons, let me define what we mean by ignoring and not caring what people think. So basically, not caring is to extent where what people think or what we fear they might think prevent you from being who you are or who you want to be and from doing what you want to do. That's what we mean here, okay? And I want to give you a bit of history lessons about my own experience in this field because I don't think it would be fair if I didn't. So actually, the reasons behind this problem is that we fear to not belong, to not be liked, to be excluded, and perhaps laughed at. So yeah, I remember specifically in my middle school, I always wanted to do things related to public speaking. But then again, I was too afraid because I felt like everyone hated me, everyone was judging me, and I'm not good enough at it, and I'm also not pretty enough to show off. That's the worst feeling ever. But I'm so grateful that I know my worth and values right now than I did before. So yeah, here are 3 simple ways that you guys can do to ignore what people think of you. The first thing you need to do is to make peace with the fact that no person in this history of humanity would ever been liked and approved by everyone. As Jane Austen would say, it's a truth universally acknowledged in life. Some people will like you and others might not, and that's totally okay. Perhaps it's quite hard to deal with someone who has negative views on you, but that's just their mindset, and their mindset only. It has nothing to do with you. And there will be people who will accept all of you, people who will be supportive. And kind of these are the people who deserve to work with you. Okay, the second is to be selective about what we care about. Have you read The Subtle of Not Giving Enough by Mark Manson? There is a simple concept states that the key to a happy life is to be selective about what we care about. As for figuring out what is reasonable to care about and what isn't, I mean, do we have the same values? Do they have experience in this field? And if they don't, do these people don't know anything about me and my things. They don't know me personally and they will never get to know me personally. And the last thing is that to think about how small we really are. Do you know this video is like a comparison video, humans down to Earth, down to other planets, and then eventually to our galaxies, Milky Way, and then to other galaxies. We are so tiny in comparison to the entire rest of the universe. What I'm trying to say is that When I think of like, oh God, this person doesn't like my presentations, and I think about how tiny that issue is, and why should I give it too much thought into it? It's not providing me with anything, it's not paying the bills. That thought living in my brain rent free. So it's time to effect that. Well, before I leave, let me leave you with this. Your life is too short and too precious to let other people's opinions rule and control you. Your life is just a lot more fun when you live for you and only you. That's it. That's why we should ignore what people think of us. Thanks for being such an amazing audience. I have loved every moment standing here talking to you.